Howdy all, I'm Matt on the Renaissance Nerd. Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill, we like Henry Cavill. He's a nerd like us. And a lot of us are bummed out that he is not going to be Superman anymore. A lot of us are bummed out that his time in The Witcher got destroyed, not because of him, but because of people who disrespected the lore. He's walked out of 2 franchises where he was a major fan of the IP, where he really, many could say, knew more about the characters and the lore than the people working on the shows or movies themselves. A lot of us want to see Henry Cavill in just about everything, and he kind of fits in the things we want to see. He would make an outstanding James Bond. He would be incredible as James Bond. But he has his sights set on other things. He's already going to be in a Highlander, apparently, this Highlander reboot, which, of course, okay, whatever. I love my Highlander, but Highlander's, it's not mainstream anymore. And it's not calling to the inner nerd in me. But he is a major fan of one other property. Yesterday, on the heels of all this stuff with him not being Superman, what's going to next, it was announced last night that Henry Cavill is working with Amazon on a Warhammer 40k show and possibly entire cinematic universe. Now, if you are familiar with Henry Cavill's nerd credentials, he is a massive 40k fan. Now, I like my Warhammer, but I was always a Warhammer Fantasy guy. I played Warhammer Fantasy 20 years ago. I still got my unpainted orc army in the closet that I never finished painting. You know how that works. But while I didn't play 40k, I was still surrounded by 40k because others around me played it. So I have many a time under my belt sitting there watching 40k games get played out, listening to the lore, reading up on the lore myself over the years. So I'm not exactly unfamiliar with 40k, and I appreciate and enjoy it because it still connects to Warhammer Fantasy. It's just way, way in the future. Warhammer 40k, though, that's what everybody really falls in love with. But I do have some experience with 40k in terms of playing. I played Necromunda, my Vansar and Escher gangs. They were awesome. I kicked a lot of ass. Necromunda is bottom tier 40k, but it's still, it's the most popular thing out there. 40k, when you say Warhammer, that's what people know. That's what gets the fires burning, because let's be honest, it is bigger than fantasy. Fantasy is really borked with the rule changes from last I checked. But 40k is Henry Cavill's. Maybe that's his biggest nerd thing. He loves Witcher. I believe he loves 40k even more. Always giving silent shout outs to 40k fans with t-shirts or signs or emblems and shit like that. Therefore, it is not a surprise that he has now connected with Amazon to make a 40k show, to star and executive produce. That means he has some major direct control and say over what's going to happen. Let's read this right now. Amazon Studios has made it official, confirming it has secured global rights to Warhammer 40k game from Games Workshop for Henry Cavill to star in and executive produce the 40k franchise across all Amazon Studio productions. The agreement encompasses rights to the universe across TV, film, and likely games and animation. Ooh, now we have to take this in the world we live in. We shit on Amazon a lot here because of what they did to both Wheel of Time and what they did with Rings of Power. They do not have the best track record when it comes to genre. Regular stuff, Terminal List, Reacher, that flew under the radar. I don't think they were being ignored. But when you see Jennifer Salke out here, Warhammer 40k has captured the imagination of fans of all ages from all walks of life and all over the world. We are excited to work with Henry, Vertigo Entertainment, and Games Workshop across our Amazon Entertainment business on this brilliant immersive franchise for our global customers to experience for years to come. Now, Jennifer Salke is as much a villain as anybody else when it comes to what has gone wrong with Wheel of Time, Rings of Power. Her involvement, nowhere way to put it, red flag. You do not want this moron, this fake nerd, this whammons, this intersectional moron, this involved in anything that you like. Now, she is in charge of Amazon Studios. But the fact that Henry is an executive producer means he has some sway. The fact that Games Workshop is directly involved means they don't want to see this destroyed. This is their baby. This is their moneymaker. And if you put out a bad adaptation, you're going to piss off the hardcore fans. And 40k fans are hardcore. All right, here's from Henry's statement here, and then we're going to jump to his Instagram where he followed up on this. I have loved Warhammer since I was a boy, making this moment truly special for me. The opportunity to shepherd the cinematic universe from its inception is quite the honor and responsibility. I couldn't be more grateful for all the hard work put in by Vertigo, Amazon Studios, and Games Workshop to make this happen. One step closer to making a nigh on lifelong dream come true. Again, he is a Warhammer 40k guy. He goes on Instagram to say, for 30 years, I have dreamt of seeing a Warhammer universe in live action. Now, after 22 years of experience in this industry, I finally feel that I have the skill set and experience to guide Warhammer Cinematic Universe into life. Partnering with Natalie Viscuso and Vertigo has been a blessing beyond words. Without her, we might not have found the perfect home at Amazon. And having a home like Amazon will give us the freedom to be true to the massive scope of Warhammer. To all of you Warhammer fans out there, I promise to respect this IP that we love. I promise to bring you something familiar, and I endeavor to bring you something fantastic that is, as of yet, unseen. Our first steps are to find our filmmaker, creator, writer. Watch this space, my friends, for the Emperor! Now, there you go. And he's going to hashtag. So here you go. This right here, his statement on Instagram, to me, at the moment, offsets the fact that it is Amazon and Jennifer Salke knows this exists and is going to be somehow involved in it. These words right here. I promise to respect this IP that we love. I promise to bring you something familiar. And I endeavor to bring you something fantastic that is as of yet unseen. Those are the words of a nerd right there. Those are the words of a nerd who understands, who has now been twice burned when he gets involved with an IP, a franchise, and having those who have more power than he over it ravage it, destroy it. Witcher, we're looking at you. That is a shot right there. Something familiar. That is a shot at Netflix in The Witcher. Because that was not something familiar to those of us who either read the books or played the games. I just played the games. He promises to respect this IP. And that also says he's promising to respect to all you fans. I promise. He's promising to the fans. This is classic Cavill. He's being straight with fans because he is a fan. That's what we keep saying. That's why we like Henry Cavill. He is a nerd. He's a fan just like us. He just happens to be at a higher level where he can make this shit happen. And he says right here, I have the skill set and experience to guide the Warhammer Cinematic Universe. That to me says he is going to have the hand on the tiller. He's a guy who knows this shit, who knows the lore, who knows the source material. He's going to have his hand on the till, whatever. He's moving that. He's going to guide. He's going to drive this thing. Say, no. Don't do that. Do it more like this. Keeps it closer to the lore. I hope this works out. As I said, I didn't play 40k, but I've been around 40k. I'd love to see a fun adaptation of this because it's fun. There's a lot of heavy lore, there's a lot of stuff, and there's tons of action. And you got to understand, this is a universe where there are no good guys. Everybody in the 40k universe, they're all bad. Everybody sucks. So it's just who sucks a little bit less, who's a little less horrible than the other ones. I'd love to see something with the orcs. See a wog begin and go, whoa, and then have to see the wave of green wash over the galaxy and then mean to be stopped. Oh, that would be cool. See, I'm an orc fanboy. I love my orcs. I really do hope that this is successful, both for Henry's sake as a fan, as a guy who just keeps getting reamed by these bigger powers, these companies over and over again. I want to see the successful him because he deserves so much more because he's a nerd and a fan like us. And we, the fans, deserve something fun. Now, again, it's Amazon. That comes with a lot of baggage. We just hope that Henry has enough power in this to offset the bad decision-making that Amazon does over and over again when it comes to genre. We shall now wait and see who the writer and directors are. My advice, and I'm sure Henry already knows this, try and make an arrangement with the writers of 40k books who have a massive following. Get one of those guys, because I'm sure that will assuage any fears coming from fan base of, oh, who are you going to get? All right. For the Emperor. Blood for the Blood God. I had to say that. All right, guys, I'm done. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. It'd be much appreciated. And if you are new here, check out the rest of the channel and subscribe, where I hope to earn your trust and support using facts and logic, because facts and logic do not care about whiny Stan and SJW fifis. Hit the notification button. Share my video if you like what I'm preaching. And by all means, leave a comment. How do you feel about this? Are you excited? You have a little trepidation? Are you worried? Do you have faith in Henry? I care what you have to say. I don't care what the Stans and the SJWs have to say, because 201, they are all cowards behind keyboards. And I hope that this and every other video and stream I produce triggers them. Thank you again for watching. Take it easy. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you want to get in touch with me, you can reach out to me at therennerd@gmail.com. That email's for channel business only, so I check it on a daily basis. Also, you can find me at the Geeks and Gamers forums under @ROAS. And you can find me at Rumble and Odyssey, The Renaissance Nerd. Thank you again. See you next time.